Hello everyone, it's Maria here from Pebbly Rose Paper Crafting. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. Welcome and thank you so much for watching my video today. It's celebration time. This is the time where Stampin' Up gives you, the customer, a thank you gift for buying with them. So basically what celebration is for every $90 you spend, you get a free gift from this catalogue. So what you get is a free stamp set, and this is the stamp set we're working with today. You can get a free ribbon, so you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colours of organdy ribbon combo pack, and that's free for every $90. You can choose that. You can also choose some butterfly elements. These are wooden. You can get these for free. You can get this DSP pack, which goes with our Butterfly Gala Suite, and that's free for every $90 you spend. That's right, it's free. You can also get this free stamp set as well if you wish. For every $90 you spend, you can get also this stamp set for free for $90 you spend. So you can also get the Grapefruit Grove and Lovely Lipstick foil pack here. They are for free for $90, as well as this cute little stamp set, that's free if you want to pick it for every $90 you spend. This is the same. For every $90 you spend, you can get this lovely cling stamps of sentiments, as well as that image there. That's for every $90 you spend. And again, you get this gorgeous kit. And that's also free for every $90 you spend if you want to pick it. Now, there's a second level with celebration. This is the Tea Time Framelits dies. We've been told that this will carry over onto our next annual catalogue, which will go live in June. So if you want to pick these up for free, you can pick them up for free if you spend $180 or more. Now this framelits here coordinate with the Tea Time Tea Together stamp set, and it's on page 49 here of our occasions catalogue. This has gone live from yesterday, so I can show you inside the catalogue now, and this is the gorgeous stamp set. So you buy the stamp set here for $38, you put in an order of $180 or more, and you can pick up that framelit set to go with that for free. So that's pretty good value. And also you have the Lasting Lily stamp set, and that's also free for every $180 you spend. So the choice is yours. This is a great time to buy. If you like any of these products, you can pick them up for free, as I said. Also, celebration is a fantastic time to join. If you want to join, celebration is a great time because you can pick up the starter kit for $169, and you get $315 worth of product, and that means that this is $80 more free products than usual, and it's only during celebration time. So if you want to join for $169, you can pick up anything from your kit to the value of $315. Also, what everyone's raving about is this Craft and Carry tote. Last year this was out for about a 2-week period, and I completely missed out because it had sold out. It was so popular. I missed out on that. But if you join, you can pick this up for $210 instead of $169. So for an extra $40, you get the tote plus $315 worth of product to join Stampin' Up. So it is completely up to you if you want to do that, but this is a great time to buy and to join if you wish. So this is the lovely occasions catalogue. This has gone live. We also have the carryover products, and if you'd like to see these, just visit our online store and you can see the full selection on the carryover section there. And if you want to have that address there it is, stampinup.com/carryover_AU, and you can have a look at the full list of carryover products as well. So as I said, if you join with Celebration, you can pick any free product from these two products, and that makes part of the kit. So without further ado, I'm going to do my project for today, and it's featuring a free stamp set called Hello Cupcake. This is really cute. I love it. And also I'm featuring today the rectangle stitch shape stitched framelets. And as I said, these were going to be popular and I love them. So I'm going to use this today. I'm going to use an unusual combination of colours. Well, it's pretty monochromatic, but I'll be using crushed curry as my card base today. And the colours that I'll be using this with this stamp set are soft suede, crumb cake, crushed curry and pumpkin pie. I have to admit, I struggle with crushed curry and pumpkin pie as colours, so I'm looking forward to using them. For my team that I am under, there was a challenge to use a colour of the week, and crushed curry was one of them. So I thought, what a great time to do a challenge and to show you this gorgeous free product as well. So I've got an A6 card base, so I've just halved an A4 and then scored it in half again, and that gives you an A6 card base. So I'm just going to burnish that score line. And I'm going to do something a little different today, and I'm using watercolour paper. I like how thick it is. I'm using watercolour paper as my panel that will go over the front. And then I have another piece of watercolour paper and crushed curry. We're going to do some watercolouring today, and we're using our lovely water brush pen. I forgot what it's called, but I think that's what it's called, the water brush. I haven't used it for so long, I forgot what it's called. Isn't that terrible? Anyway, I'll put it up here somewhere for the correct name. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring out my craft sheet, and I'm going to do some stamping on the panel that goes to the front of that one. And so we'll do a very quick stamp. And basically I'm going to be using crushed curry and pumpkin pie inks. So there is a large flower and a smaller flower. So for the large flower I'm going to use crushed curry, and for the smaller flower that I'll stamp I'll be using pumpkin pie. So I'm going to make my own background. So I'll bring out my crushed curry there, and I'm just going to stamp all over and make my own DSP. So just nice and sweet. You can fill it as much as you like. Actually, I might do that one again. And if it doesn't turn out 100%, it doesn't matter. It's handmade and it's beautiful. And I love that they're photopolymer because it helps you to see where you're stamping. Okay, and I'll just fix these ones up here that I didn't do properly. Okay, and I'll just fill it up the space here a little bit more. And then I'm going to add one down there. Okay, so I'm going to get my chamois and my Stampin' Spritz. Just pop that over here. Got a bit of crushed curry on there, so I'll just pick that up. And I'll clean that up. And the next thing I'm going to do now is grab my small flower, and I'm going to use my pumpkin pie ink for that. And just fill up all of that space. I'm using kind of the wrong Oops, that came off. I'll leave that there for a minute. I like that look. It's really pretty. And I love the texture of the watercolour paper. It's really lovely. And you can mix it up, you know, every so often. Why not? Didn't stamp that properly, so I'll do that again. And because it's like a scribble design, even if you muck it up, it's okay. Doesn't have to be 100% perfect, but I quite like this. I find this therapeutic. So much fun. And do that. And that. And I'll just stamp a little bit more here. And so that is now my DSP on watercolour paper, and I really love the way that looks. It's beautiful. Love that. So I'm now going to clean my my stamp and this craft sheet. Okay. Okay, I'm going to keep that craft sheet on, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to now bring a piece of scrap watercolour paper, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some masking. I don't want that that part there, which is like the shadow. I'm just going to mask it off there and just have it as the cupcake paper there. So what I'll do is I'll just grab some painter's tape, and I'm just going to add the painter's tape there, and I'm going to stamp that in soft suede, and always remember to move it, but I think I didn't give myself enough room, so I'll just do that a bit more there. Okay, so get rid of that, get rid of this, and I think I'll just get rid of that very quickly. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to just stamp that there directly onto watercolour paper. Okay, see? It's looking good. And you're probably wondering, where am I going to watercolour this? I have to admit, I'm not, for this particular card, I wanted to have a watercolour look. So I'm doing this just to just give it a new look. I'm going to add some crumb cake now. And this bit here layers over the top of this this cupcake holder thing there, and it even has some like grooves that go up and down to kind of coordinate with that. So this will be basically the cupcake itself. So as you can see here, it layers over the top. So I'm just going to bring this down here, and I'm going to position that right over the top. And see how it goes over? Looks really good. And then clean that up. I clean between every application of everything so I don't muck it up. Then I'm going to grab the frosting, and for that I'm going to use crushed curry. But I find that crushed curry is quite intense. I'm going to stamp off this on my craft sheet, and then I'm going to go over the top with it, just like so. So I'll just go bring it down a little bit. You may see my head coming through. So I'll just position that there. And that's how that looks with the crushed curry. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to worry that it's not 100% because I'm going to give it a watercolour look. So I'll just clean up the table here, clean that off here. And can I just say, you can use stamping mist with a chamois and the result is so good. Like, it really cleans it off. See that? It's almost clear. I love it. So, oh, and also I'm going to stamp that little heart, and I'm going to stamp that in pumpkin pie, and that will go just here on the side, like so. See that? Cute as. Okay. So clean that up, and then we'll start some watercolouring. Okay, I've got a tissue that I will wipe off on, and I'm just going to just squeeze some water onto my brush, my watercolour, my water brush. Okay. So I'm going to start off with the paper, the cupcake paper, and I'm just going to colour over the top, and yeah, just give it a more you know, watercolour look. And with every section, I am wiping my brush so it's not so dark. And it still leaves some of the detail, but it just fills it in a little bit. See, it goes like that. You can fill in bits. So I'll keep that there. Watercolour that there. And for that, I'll just pull a little bit of colour, but not to make it too dark so it stays pretty much the same. So that's how it looks now, all coloured. I really like using my watercolour pencil for that, and then my water brush, and then I'm just going to spread this around a little. And in places where I missed, it's really good to have this because you can fill in the gaps if you've made a mistake, and no one will be any the wiser. So it looks like you watercoloured this to perfection. If you've done a bit of a pull, you can pick it up there. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so that's that bit done. Cool, right? Then I'm going to do the crushed curry bit. Like that. And then do this there. Okay. So there's that bit done. Cool, right? Just has that nice watercolour look. And then I'm just going to fill in the heart here. Okay. And there you have a really cool bit there. I quite like that. So I may add a little bit of shadowing down the bottom, but I'm just going to use crumb cake for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a quick stamp on my craft sheet. Just a little blob like that, a little line, if you can see that there. And I'm just going to use that as my palette. So I'm just going to pick it up here And I'll just do a little bit of shading down the bottom. You don't have to go to this much trouble, but I think it's a lot of fun to do that. And that's all done. Wipe that off nice and easy. There, all finished. I quite like the way that looks. Looks wonderful. So that's my watercoloured piece there. So I'll take away the craft sheet, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab my framelits. So I'm going to use the 4th largest and the 5th largest. Okay, so I'm going to grab my Big Shot. And before I do that, I'm actually going to dry this off with my heat tool, and I'll be back. Just dried that off now, so I'll just grab my magnetic platform. Oh, before I do that, pardon me, before I do that, I forgot. With the cupcake, there comes some sprinkles. See these sprinkles here? I'm just going to stamp them straight on with some pumpkin pie. So I forgot that. Jeez, can't have cupcakes without sprinkles. Okay, so I'll just put these over here. So I want to do that, and here. And I think that looks wonderful. So I'll just clean that up. So now I'm going to grab my Big Shot and my magnetic platform. And I'm going to cut this one here, like so. And then with the other piece of crushed curry, I'm going to use the 5th largest one right there. Put this over a little bit there, and that here. Just doesn't want to sit where I want it to, but anywho, there's a pretty flat, so I will now crank this through the Big Shot. Don't know why that was a bit hard to go through, but I think it's because of the watercolour paper, but it still went through nonetheless. Oh, check that out. Isn't that cool? Look at that. But it comes off nice and easy. No, not this time. I'll have to put it through again on its own. But that cut out beautifully. So I'll just put this through again. So I'll just make sure I've put it back. And you can kind of feel it go in because it's got those stitching. Yeah, there you go. I'll pop that through again. And we'll just put it again. So if you're using watercolour paper, maybe put it through a couple of times. And I'll go through it back again just to be sure. Okay, and I'm sure that'll be all right now. Okay, now that turned out perfect. And look at the stitching. Isn't it beautiful? Alrighty. So now we'll put this all together. Put this. Bring back everything here and here, and I forgot to bring my glue and some dimensionals, so just bear with me and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I've brought everything that I need, but what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put some burlap ribbon. I quite like this ribbon, and it kind of references as well the crumb cake part, so I thought it'll be a nice touch. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to measure out some of that burlap ribbon, and I'm going to cut what I need. Oops, let's do that here. and I'm going to stick it at the back. So I'll put that towards here. And I'll just stick that like so. I think it looks really nice as well with the watercolour paper. So I'm just going to add some sticky tape at the back. And some more sticky tape there. Make sure it's nice and straight. Okay, so then I'm going to add some glue now and I'll put my watercolour base there. It's good to have some nice strong glue on the back of this because it is watercolour paper and it does absorb water, so make sure you put a good amount there. I'll just put that over the top. Like that, and then I'm going to add these two together, so it looks like that. And I'll lay that on top. Got ink all over my hands. Okay, so that's all done. Okay, so I'm going to pop that over here, right here, and I'll put some dimensionals on that. I'll just pop that just on the top and the bottom. Take off the backings of your dimensionals. And this is a free product, so how cool is that? So now I'm just going to add this this way over here. Make it go a bit further up this time. Yeah, like that. And that is my card for today. You can add a sentiment down here if you wish. And the stamp set does come with great sentiments. It comes sprinkled with love, celebrate your day, sweet wishes. You can stick that down the bottom there or just leave it blank. I'm going to leave it blank because I can give this to somebody for whatever purpose I see fit. As always, you can decorate the inside, but I don't want to take up too much of your time, so I will leave it blank. But I think a nice close colour to the watercolour paper would be the very vanilla, because the watercolour paper is not exactly white. It's got like a vanilla finish to that. So I hope you like it, and you can also, you know, use your watercolour paper as well as background paper. Why not as DSP? And it has a really nice texture. So that's my card for today, and I'm using a lovely free stamp set, Hello Cupcake, which is in our celebration catalogue. So this is a free set. So if you want to buy supplies this month, between now and the 31st of March, you can earn this stamp set for free, and you can pick it if you like. So I think it's a wonderful set, multi-purpose. You can use it for any occasion if you wish. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.